Philadelphia Police Department has a file on Harrison that shows a side of him football fans are not aware of.
Marvin Harrison fired the shots.
There's no doubt in your mind.
No, I seen him.
Is there any chance that somebody else could have fired those shots?
No, Marvin fired the shots.
Just 5 months after this interview, the man who made these claims, Dwight Dixon, was gunned down in a car just down the street from a bar and car wash owned by Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison was one of the most dominant receivers in NFL history. In 2002, he set the record for most catches in a season with 143. He went on to become a Hall of Famer and Super Bowl champion alongside Peyton Manning. Marvin was known for being quiet, humble, and far from flashy, which was rare for receivers at that time. Harrison kept to himself both on and off the field. But even Peyton Manning once said, "There are two Marvins, one in Indianapolis and one back in Philadelphia." And it was the Philadelphia Marvin who would later be linked to a series of shootings.
Marvin, there's a lot of reports out there. Do you want to say anything to the people out there?
Harrison was confronted by a local news crew at the Philadelphia airport, but refused comment.
Marvin, do you want to clear anything up?
While in the NFL, Marvin bought a bar and a car wash in his old neighborhood. He often would come back to manage them personally. But in 2008, a violent incident outside of his car wash would put his name in headlines for all the wrong reasons. Following an argument with a man named Dwight Dixon, gunfire broke out in the street. Dixon was shot in the hand while allegedly driving away from Harrison, who was firing shots at him. Also during the shooting, a bystander named Robert Nixon was shot in the back, and a 2-year-old boy was also caught in crossfire when he was cut by a piece of glass from a car window. Harrison would deny his involvement in the shooting, but after investigation, the gun used in the shooting matched a model registered to Harrison. When later asked about the weapon by the police, Marvin admitted to owning it, but said the gun never had left his home in the suburbs. But when the police searched his car wash, they found the gun, and after running tests, they found out that the gun had been fired recently 7 times and matched bullets found at the scene. But the Philadelphia DA decided not to file charges because Dixon and Nixon wouldn't be credible witnesses. Later on in a press conference, the DA later announced that she knew who had fired the shots, but no one was going to be arrested for it.
Pretty comfortable that I know who fired the gun, but I'm not going to say because I don't have evidence.
Philadelphia District Attorney Lynn Abraham announced that her office could not charge anyone for the shooting because those who gave statements were not credible.
Knowing what happened and proving what happened is two different things.
Dwight Dixon has been the only person convicted in the case. He was found guilty of lying to police. 8 days later, in February 2009, he sat down for an exclusive interview with E60.
Dwight, were you really concerned that Marvin Harrison would come after your family?
Before he shot me, no. But once he shot me, yes. I'm gonna say I fear for myself. Like anything can happen. I mean, Marvin's he's favorable because of who he is. So you know, it's easy to get somebody to do something stupid when you're rich and famous. So why would I make myself a target?
After this first incident, the neighborhood started talking about what happened, so Dwight went out of his way every day to eat breakfast just a block down the street from Marvin's car wash and bar just to prove a point. But one morning, things took a deadly turn. As he got into his car after breakfast, Dwight was ambushed by a man in a black hoodie and white shoes. Shots were fired, and after spending over a month in the hospital, Dwight wouldn't survive from his injuries.
As Dixon was being wheeled into surgery, a lieutenant stated to Dixon, "You may not live. Who shot you?" He replied, "You know what it is. It is the same thing from last time. Marvin Harrison."
An individual walked up, 6 foot tall, dark hooded sweatshirt, dark jeans, white sneakers, and fired multiple shots. Stood on the driver's side first, fired shots directly into the car, then walked around to the passenger side and continued to fire shots, and then he fled the scene on foot.
In the upper left corner of this surveillance video, the white sneakers of the shooter can be seen crossing the street toward Dixon's vehicle, parked in front of the red car. The gunman opens fire, runs around the back of the car, and fires into its passenger window before fleeing.
Not only did the police have this surveillance video, there was also a video from Harrison's bar down the street, and it showed a man running past the bar. But right when the shooter was close enough for the camera to actually catch his face, the video cut out and skips the next 3 minutes. "There are no coincidences," said one police source who investigated this. That same camera had been recording every little movement all hour, and suddenly it blanks right when it matters most.
Marvin Harrison has not been questioned by police about the murder of Dwight Dixon. In fact, he hasn't made a statement to police officers since a day after the first shooting.
Is he a suspect in the shooting?
He is a person of interest in this investigation, of course, and has remained such.
Marvin Harrison was never a suspect or questioned for this shooting, but Marvin Harrison's cousin, Lonnie Harrison, was. They even searched Lonnie's apartment looking for the weapon, but they weren't able to find any evidence linking him to the crime. No one was ever charged or arrested for the shooting of the convicted drug dealer, Dwight Dixon.